Louise. How are you?
Thank you, Ruby. Okay, let's get organized. Just in case, my cheat sheet. So, like many women of a certain age, I've had a few husbands. My first husband was a bond disposal expert. He told me I was more dangerous than a landmine. So that didn't work out. My second husband was a dentist. Need I say more? My
first husband was a dentist, just saying.
My most recent husband, Mark, is the love of my life. But seriously, if I had a podcast, it would be called Poor Mark. Luckily, he's in a support group with the rest of my ex-husbands. I'm not easy. Well, actually, I am. Not bad for 61. That's because during COVID, like many Manhattanites, we rented in the Hamptons. I discovered the ultimate workout. Sculpt 65 minutes of cardio ballet with weights in a 95-degree studio. When it's over, we all look and feel like we've been through childbirth with triplets. It's not for everyone. It mainly attracts type A women in recovery. I currently am in recovery from my 26-year career as a UN human rights lawyer and my 13-year addiction to Nicorette gum. All right, so I love Sculpt so much. I tell Mark, we need to move to the Hamptons full time. He's like, now you've gone too far. We cannot run our whole lives around your addiction to plies in a sauna. So we compromised and moved to the Hamptons full time. Actually, Hamptons adjacent, Riverhead. Now, people can be snooty about Riverhead, but I've seen the Hamptonites in their fancy cars crossing the border to Costco. As a lifelong New Yorker living in a one-bedroom, I never understood buying in bulk. All my available storage space, including my oven and kitchen cabinets, was used for my shoe collection. So now, in a 4-bedroom house with a full basement, I still don't have room for my Jimmy Choos. How much closet space does Mark need anyway? It's true. We live on a golf course. I don't play golf. But I feel at home because the club serves Pinot Grigio on tap. I recently retired, and I had to have the difficult conversation with Mark. Just because I wasn't working anymore did not mean I would all of a sudden become useful. It is funny, because actually, who do you think does everything in our relationship?
Let's see.
Poor Mark.
Oh.
It's true.
This is poor Joel, by the way.
Poor Joel. So I have never been responsible for a living thing in my life. Not a plant, not a pet, let alone a human being. Those who know me consider that to be a public service. My gift to humanity. So now, my full-time vocation is raising my inner child. Now, I wanted to call her Lynne, But everybody thought that was a panda. So I call her Princess. Now, like all children, Princess is in constant need of new shoes. And if she doesn't get her afternoon nap, she can become quite cranky. So I'm having a hard time keeping up with Princess. Last week, she quit fencing after having to hold a sword for 3 hours and pulling out her shoulder. Now she wants to try horseback riding. I'm a helicopter mom, so I tell Mark we need to get Princess a riding hat. He said, can't she just wear the fencing helmet? Seriously? No. So Mark and I don't always agree. I don't know about you, if you had a nice Valentine's Day, but we had a very romantic Valentine's Day. For breakfast, we had a meeting with our marriage counselor. That's what he got me. But it helped because we made it through dinner. I got a little laugh from that. You know, I'm a daddy's girl. Poor Mark. So last January, I kid you not, my 93-year-old father bought a brand new 7 Series BMW. Bought, not leased, to drive. Now that's what I call positive thinking. I'm like, Daddy, please don't get in a car accident. Don't let your legacy to me be liability. Well, sadly, Daddy died recently, not in a car accident, but clutching his BMW keys in the one hand and the owner's manual in the other. So it's been a little emotional lately. And while planning Daddy's memorial, I realized he wouldn't actually be at the party, let alone paying for it. So I canceled it. Honestly, I am just trying to live my authentic life. Yoga, journaling, meditation. The problem is, there's very little that's authentic about me. I am highly enhanced. Highlights, eyelash extensions, Botox, hip replacement, breast reconstruction. Oh, in fact, last week, my breast surgeon took a picture of these works of art. And for the first time, I have my first centerfold, 61. I also, at 61, got my first tattoo, a very cute ladybug, on my shoulder for $60. I went to show it to the girls at Sculpt. They started screaming, Lynne, you have a tick on your shoulder. I kid you not, right? So this Thursday, I'm going to Dr. Weiss, and for $600, he's going to remove it. All I could say is it ain't cheap to look this authentic. Thank you very much. Yay, thank you.